kind of weird.
Coincidence, right? Strange coincidence.
I don't know, man.
So maybe book 4 you could write a real happy ending, and
I hope, man.
Everybody's rich at the end, and we're all retired. And
well, the sad part about it is, I mean, in book 2, we start to see how things kind of go sideways, and in book 3, you just wait. It goes hella sideways. I'm just saying, and that's not spoiling anything. If you read book number 2, you already know. Yeah, I don't know. Book 4 and 5, I think they're gonna. Yeah, when you get to those later books, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something different.
So these are all already being planned out then. So that's good.
But with the current timeline, current state of affairs that we're going through, we might have to change some things because, gosh darn it. we even talk about bees and stuff like that in book 1. Murder hornets, what? I know, right?
Man, I don't know. Maybe I should stay away from your crazy.
Stay away from all my creative things because if it's my book, if it's any of my book series, something weird's going to happen in the future or the current timeline. If it's in a podcast or something like that, all my podcast co-hosts, they've all been sick because I do 3 podcasts and they're all sick.
So this is all. It all traces back to you.
Oh my God, I'm the one.
It really does.
It's a freaking butterfly effect. I'm Ashton Kutcher, everyone. Thanks so much for showing up. Y'all have been punked. I feel like crap. Thanks so much.
But speaking of all the crazy times, how are you guys keeping busy? How are you and Ann keeping busy during? Ann is his wife, by the way. She's an amazing person who has one of the coolest nerdy retro shops in Washington, in the country. The Retro Emporium in Kent, Washington. So if you're ever in Washington, come and visit the Emporium and get some like Garbage Pail Kid cards and stuff, all that cool stuff. And they're always adding video games and toys, and you guys carry movies and records now, and local artists have all their wares there. The place is amazing.
It's one of those things where like people will come in that that have never come in before, and you can literally see the cogs moving behind their eyes, like they don't know what they just walked into, because when you walk in the entryway is very deceiving. It looks like you just walked into your parents' old living room or your grandma's living room from your childhood, and you walk in and you're like, okay, what did I just walk into? And then you walk past that and you're like, holy crap, I don't have enough time. I was just going to come in here for 5 minutes, and this place is like, I got, and this is not me saying this as somebody who like owns and works at the shop, but like my wife has created a space for people to like, just, if you don't mind me saying, lose their shit each and every time. And they do it, and then they'll come back and they'll do it again, because you asked how do we make ourselves busy. I think in the times, my day job has kept me, giving me like a furlough schedule. So I'll be on my day job and work for like, a couple weeks and then be off for a week. And that off week, man, I'm there working like I was still like working, and I'm like moving things around, building stuff, like, we're redoing an area and doing a full swap over of things, and it's insanity, but it's a good insanity, right? It's keeping us busy, it's keeping the store fresh, and people come in and they're like, oh my gosh, when did you get this? And like we're just constantly redoing things. Like last week or last month, she won a window display challenge for our downtown area. They threw it out there, they threw the gauntlet down. There's like, the best window, we're looking for the best window display, who's got the best window display. And she was like, she brought in that inner Jonathan or Hollywood for mannequin, and I was definitely the dummy, right? So like, I just look pretty. So I just moved things around for her, and she made up this window, and it got the votes. It won. And she keeps, every time she changes it up, it's what people are like, oh my gosh, like they just don't know what to do. But we got the okay to make some other big renovations, so who knows what the future will hold in the back room. Right now we have a mock video store at where our arcade used to be. COVID kind of took out the arcade and the gameplay area, but we've got this really cool retro video store. So if you're jonesing for your Hollywood video, your blockbuster vibes, we've got that going on back there for you. As I used to work at a Hollywood Game Crazy and a video update, so it's very authentic.
Nice.
Down to the racks.
Down to the racks. That's cool.
Yes.
Man. Like I went to the shop literally just around a year ago. I was actually on Facebook earlier, and like the Facebook memories pop up, and there was a picture of SteveStrout.com visited the Retro Emporium, and it was pretty cool. So that's still up on there. So if you guys want to see the shop, it's a year ago, and it's evolved quite a bit since then, but you can still kind of get an idea what's going on there. It's a really cool place.
If you go check out the Etsy page or the Facebook page or the Instagram page, or hit up our Twitter, or even go to the Etsy page and stuff like that, you'll see all the cool things. If you see something in a picture or a video that I do for Twitter or TikTok, or if you see pictures that Ann does for any of her Instagram stuff, and you're into it and that's your jam, and you're like, I can't get to the shop because of whatever, I live too far away, COVID's got me locked down, but I really want that thing before somebody else snatches it up, send us a message. We will ship it. We'll pack it. We will ship it. We will send it.
Yes. I've actually purchased stuff from Ann a couple times, and she packs everything well. She ships fast, like really fast. Like I just hit enter and send on my PayPal account, and then we get a knock on my door, like delivery from Ann. Yeah.
We've it's crazy. I wish, like, I'm pretty sure like we're held up to like NDAs or something like that. Or like we can't say like we sent to certain people, but we've had some cool folks reach out who have found us online, and from all sorts of films and other things. It's kind of like, what, I'm sending this to where? To who?
Where?
Yeah. So I'm like looking at the packages, and I'm like bringing them to the post office, because that's one of my jobs that she actually trusts me with. I'm the guy that delivers the mail, like a post person, to the post office. And I'm like, oh, okay, going to the studio. Why is it going to the studio? What are they going to do with it? So it's kind of interesting to wonder where some of these things might end up, or where, who bought it and for what.
So it sounds like you guys managed to hang in there through COVID. You guys are open now.
Yeah. If it wasn't for all the people who we've met at shows and conventions in the last like 12 years, while she's been doing this, and the people who have shopped online and stuff like that, during the lockdowns, we would have probably like been like every other shop that sells pop culture stuff or comics and stuff like that, and have been skating on thin ice. And even after reopening, I mean, it was definitely like, cross your fingers, grit your teeth kind of moments of, will we make a day? Will we zero on the till? Is it, will it make a day? I mean, it's not like we're a corporate store or anything like that, but it's like, is making a day enough do we make enough money to actually pay to have the lights on? Literally, was it even worth being here? That kind of thing, like, and we're talking like, did we make $10? And that's crazy to think that way, but I mean, that's would it have been? And we were at a point at some points where it's like, it's just easier. It makes more sense to not be there during a lot of the hours that we see other people, in their stores. But we changed our hours a bit, but it's been beneficial. It's been great because the people know they gotta come during the times that we're open, and we'll do whatever they want for them, i.e. like show them all the cool stuff or find the cool stuff for them and bring it into the store.
Yeah, you guys
did today.
that you and Ann, you talk about all the followers and stuff from conventions, all the people you met over the years. Like, you guys really leave like a lasting impression. Like, you guys are just good, genuine, fun people. And it's like really, I didn't know you know, we just met like randomly.
No, dude. Are you going to tell the people?
We got to tell the story? Okay. So Greg was doing a signing of Junior Braves at a local bookstore. And I think we followed each other on Twitter or something already, because we were both, you know, everybody knows each other on the scene here in the Northwest at Comic-Con and everything. So I got an email from Greg saying, I'm doing a signing at so-and-so bookstore, and you should try to stop by. And here's, you know, he sent me links to the book and everything. I hadn't read it at that point. And so I checked it out, and I was like, yeah, I'll try to come check it out. And he's like, cool. He replied, and he left a PS in the reply, and it was, I love your con poop pictures. So thing is, somehow, like, I don't know why, sometimes I share a little too much. I don't do that as much anymore. I grew up a little bit, very, very little bit. But I used to,
just a little.
When I was doing all the conventions and covering them for the site, I had this thing where I would take a selfie using the restroom, and, you know, hashtag con poop selfie, and it like I somehow it got me some followers. People were into it. Like, it's weird. Like, my people, those are my people, the poop folks, you know.
I think one of the first pictures I saw that you posted was that, and my buddy Nick was like, dude, have you seen this guy's post? He posts poop pictures all the time. So you sold me. I was sold at that point. I was like, follower right there.
Nice. That's
anyone that's willing to share themselves at their most vulnerable.
You know, that's kind of how I looked at it. It's like my most vulnerable, like you said. It's me. Yeah, like all of me. I mean, the pictures weren't like waist down.
No.
And not actual pictures of the product. It was just my smiling face with maybe a thumbs up.
Always a thumbs up.
Always
no product. Oh man. Whew. I'm glad
that's how we connected.
Although, I mean, if you were to make pictures of the product, I'm pretty sure there would be a FO page for you where you could probably make a ton of money, dude.
See, I don't. That's not my.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. No, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, literally. Pass.
Oh, well, yeah, man.
You'd have to change your name and everything too.
Yeah, it's
you can
Strout, not Strout. Speaking of Anne, she thought my last name was Strout, but it's Strout. Strout.
You'd have to, you go by your alter ego.
The fish with an S at the beginning.
You go by your alter ego.
Alter ego, Strout. Strout, the poop selfie guy.
I'm the poop selfie, Strout.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, you know, how many other people out here have bonded with another adult over poop?
Over poop.
I want people to tweet at me, and I want to know who else is bonded over poop.
Tell Steve your poop stories.
I want to hear your poop stories. I don't want to see your poop.
No.
Don't want to see
no product.
No product. No product. I just want to hear the stories.
He wants to see your soul in your stories, not your stool.
Your soul, not your stool. That should be like a mug. Mug idea. Your soul, not your stool.
Your soul, not your stool.
Yes. But run down all the places on social media we could find the comic. We could find you.
Okay, let's see. So you can find Starlight Comic at starlightcomic.com. You can find it at Starlight Comic or at Starlight Comic on Twitter, Instagram, at Starlight Comic on Facebook. Find it once we get our Kickstarter page up, then we will blast all those social media feeds with Starlight Comic Kickstarter information. You can find also more Junior Braves stuff at Junior Braves 65 on Facebook. 65, for those who are not in the know, is the tribe number. Tribe is like a troop, and the Junior Braves are kind of like scouts. So Junior Braves 65 on Twitter as well, and on Instagram. You can find all our books for Junior Braves at most of your local retailers. If you have a local comic shop that you like, just hit them up and say, looking for Junior Braves from Oni Press, and they can order it in, or you can find it at other bookstores or the Amazon near you or your phone. And if you like listening to this voice just for podcasts, and you'll want to hear more podcasts, you can find me the co-writer for Starlight, Travis Webb, and I do a Kickstarter. Oh, Kickstarter is in my brain, dude. We do a podcast called Narrative Gunslingers, where we talk to guests about stories that got them into creating, and what it was that they liked about that. So if you want to hear more about that and more about the creative process from two writers and different creators from all walks of life and all different kind of creative scopes, because we talk to writers, we talk to producers, we talk to musicians, we talk to artists. So all different types of people. Narrative Gunslingers is a podcast for you. I do another podcast called Funny Book Forensics. I do that with my friend Dan Shabat, and we do a kind of just a chop up comic books like we used to when we were in high school. We sit down and just kind of run through the whole backlog of all of our old long box books that we used to read, and look at them through a different scope, I guess, if you will. We're a little older now, and does it hold up? Do we like the story? What do we like about the story? What do we like about the art? Because, what we liked might be different now that we know a little bit more about stuff. As a writer, I have a different take on things, and then as a historian, Dan has a different take on things, and he'll definitely not pull any punches when he talks about it. And then if you like horror stuff, then you can find Nerds from the Crypt, which is the podcast which I do with Saul Perez and David Mayer, the intern of gold, the golden intern, the best intern ever. I have to say that. I actually paid to say that kind of stuff by his mom.
His mom.
So the check should be clearing. I'm pretty excited. So
if it don't clear, I could edit that out.
Yeah, you can edit it out, and then I'll ask for another one. But we can't tell David that his mom pays me to say this nice stuff about it, because he's supposed to believe that it's true. No, I'm just joking. No, he's an awesome dude, and the three of us talk about all of our favorite Tales from the Crypt episodes and horror movies, horror comics, Kickstarters that are going on, horror video games, and other things. I've been playing a lot of Friday the 13th lately, and that's super fun. So if you haven't played that game, go murder some people or run away from Jason. I mean, it's a give and take. Sometimes you're Jason, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you don't want to be Jason, and you become Jason, and you're like, damn it, I got to go on mute everybody that you're playing with, and you got to go find them, and you're like, ha, I got you. And then you feel bad when you find out that it was, one of your friends, not some rando. in the room. You just myrtleized like I did. You could throw a car in that game.
An actual car?
Well, it's not. You're not supposed to. There's like a weird glitch or something like that. Like I watched somebody do it. I was like, okay, we're dying.
See,
they grabbed the car.
I've never played the game, so just hearing you talk about it was just like one of the craziest rants ever
dude
heard.
Okay, if you haven't played it, dude, you gotta like it's on every, I think like they put it out and you could probably get it on every current game system that's out there right now. So if you play on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, or Steam, you can whatever's your gaming platform of choice, and it's
I think I have a NES in the closet.
Oh, well, then you could go find the original old school Friday the 13th and just play that. And that is still hella fun. You know what's crazy is they have you can pick your Jasons and stuff like that. And one of the Jasons that you can pick is the old school original Friday the 13th video game skin Jason for the video
new game?
Yeah, in the new game. So the first time I saw that, I lost my business. Like, somebody, like, all of a sudden, like, we're all sitting around a campfire before like the thing starts, and like all of a sudden the cut screen goes and everybody's sitting there, and then like Jason pops out of nowhere and starts stabbing the crap out of somebody, and you're like, oh no, and everybody runs, and you look and it's like Jason for the Friday 13th, but it's like just the colors and everything like that, not all 8-bitty, but it that super bright purple and like bright blue and everything. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. Kill me, Jason, you look so great. Yeah,
see, this enthusiasm is why I was excited to have you on here to talk, because it's just like it's a breath of fresh air. You're a breath of fresh air, Greg.
Well, thank you. This is also the kind of enthusiasm people get when they come into the store and they don't know what to expect, because I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh my god, do you work here? Because I'm not usually wearing a shirt that says that I work there. So I'm supposed to wear a shirt that says that I work there, because usually it just looks like I just came off the street. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh my god.
So she don't have to keep you trained up in the back room anymore.
Yeah. And with mask on and stuff like that now, everybody's like, I don't know if I should smile or just be running backwards.
Oh, it's a mask. That's great. Like, you still find yourself smiling at strangers with
all
the mask
time.
On?
Oh, dude. Okay. I will tell you, like, 2020 will be my, I'm having a tough time struggling with this. Like, smiling at people, just genuinely, and it's just me. I genuinely smile at people. I talk to people like, hey, how's it going? How's your day? I make small talk with people when I'm at the store or whatever like that. Like if I'm at the store, or if I'm even out at a store, I see somebody walking out and, oh, hey, hello, I'm the chatty person, whatever. I don't know, just how I am. Or I'll hold the door for somebody. I forget sometimes you can't do that anymore because people think you're trying to murder them to death because you held the door. And I'm like, I'm on the other side of the glass. Everything that I might have, you cannot get because there's a giant piece of glass between us. You cannot, there's a barrier. This is like on TV when they show the big barrier between all the people, like, the safety glass. This is what the door is for us. But then you are now telling me that I need to move because you will not come through the door. And this is what I have to learn to not do anymore, is hold the door.
No, you know what? You keep being you, and you're gonna make being nice cool again.
Oh, darn it!
Remember when being nice was cool?
Yeah, being nice is cool. I'm bringing back being nice.
Bringing back being nice.
I'm gonna hold the door and wave at people and smile underneath my mask, and people are gonna think I'm.
Yeah, just draw a smile on your mask. just point at it when you need people to know you're smiling.
So, like the Joker smile.
Yeah. It's not as creepy. But yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting.
Dude, thanks for having me.
It took us a while to get it to happen, but COVID stuff and life and
COVID life, yeah. COVID life.
What's up? All that bullshit.
Oh, man.
Keep being nice. And I'll drop I'll round up all your links to all the stuff. make sure everybody sees it when we share this and post it. And
yes, I'm doing a happy dance right now because I'm
learning. I'm trying to be nice. I'm learning. I'm learning. You're inspiring me to be nice.
Steve, you've always been nice. I've never not had a nice moment with you.
Well, if you were in the stall with me when I took my selfies, it wouldn't be so nice.
It was rowdy.
It wouldn't be so nice.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, why would I be in the stall with you?
I'm just saying. You say I'm always nice. I'm just giving you an example when I'm not nice.
And if I was in the stall with you, you'd be like, "Get out of the stall!
Get out of here!"
And I'm like, "But I got a party hat."
Okay, you wear a party hat. You wear a party hat to the stall. You can get in the selfie with me.
Yay!
No. Let's not. Well, let's end it on that.
But I brought a
before it gets too weird. Let's end it right
there. I say I brought a pinata. That's like not weird.
Yeah, no.
But, you could edit that.
No, we're gonna leave the pinata in.
Cut.
No, to show he's not only nice, he's very cultured. Bringing pinatas to the poop selfie party.
But and what's inside of it? Pudding.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up now. Thanks again for coming on, and I'll probably have nightmares about Greg in a party hat with a pudding-filled pinata next time I'm pooping.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
I
appreciate you. Thanks to Greg Smith for hanging out with us here on the Steven Crypto Show. And thank you guys for listening. And a big special shout out to Crypto's little guy for the monster growls and zombie snarls in the background while we were recording. It was kind of fitting on this episode, I must say. So, yeah, thank you guys. Check out Greg Smith on all of his social media outlets. And be sure to keep checking back at thestevestrout.com for updates on this show and a lot more. Thanks, guys.